So iOS 18.4, this software update has been out for exactly 1 week as to the filming of today's video. Now, I want to talk about what are some of the current bugs and issues with this software update. I guess we can all agree that iOS 18.4 started off with plenty of bugs and issues. Now, Apple is currently working on iOS 18.5. This is Apple's next major update to come to the iPhone. However, I believe Apple will release another smaller update to iOS 18.4 18.4.1 to address many issues and concerns for iPhone users on the current version of iOS 18.4. So I want to start off with CarPlay. Now with iOS 18.4, Apple has made some minor changes to CarPlay, adding an additional row of icons for CarPlay units that are, slightly taller and can fit another row. But at the same time, a new bug was introduced within CarPlay that prevents the voice dictation from actually working sometimes. So when you use Siri or you use any type of voice input, sometimes the CarPlay head unit or your car's radio wouldn't recognize or pick up on your voice. So if you're having this issue, you're not alone. iOS 18.4 is known to cause issues with CarPlay. Now, aside from CarPlay issues, there's other bugs currently being reported. For example, if you use the Square application with the kiosk app to run a small business, Square specifically mentions on their website that you should hold off before updating your iPhones or iPads to iOS 18.4, as the softwares could prevent the app from running and even crashing in some cases. Now, a rare bug that I heard about over on Reddit is that iOS 18.4 is resurfacing old applications previously installed on devices after being deleted. So if you deleted an application running iOS 18.3 or 18.3.1 and then updated to 18.4, it looks like some users are seeing these apps back on their devices with all the data, which is something strange. I haven't encountered this issue. If you've seen this on your device, let me know in the comments down below in which app resurfaced on your device. Now, in regards to other bugs previously reported within older versions of iOS 18, such as the issue within search in settings, some users continue to report that when they go to search something in settings, sometimes it doesn't populate. Now, I haven't had this issue, but it is still being reported. Of course, there's always been camera and Wi-Fi issues, but to be honest, after updating to iOS 18.4, initially I did have my camera freeze when switching between lenses, but that was like less than 24 hours after updating to 18.4, but it hasn't happened again. Fingers crossed, hopefully it doesn't happen again. And in terms of Wi-Fi issues, I have to say that I haven't encountered any Wi-Fi issues as of late running on this iPhone 16 Pro Max, iOS 18.4. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is battery life, because I feel like this is one of those topics where it's always going to depend on how you use your device, because I've had a great experience with the battery life on iOS 18.4, as you can see right there, but I hear that some users are still struggling with battery life on the latest iOS 18.4, and hopefully we'll see iOS 18.4.1 being released here in just a couple of days. Now, if we were to expect another minor update to iOS 18.4, 18.4.1, that will most likely happen before the end of this month, towards the end of April. Keep in mind that iOS 18.5 will most likely be released next month. So in about a month and a half, we'll get 18.5, the next major update. But I believe in between, we will get 18.4.1. And I'm ready for the software, honestly. Although I don't have too many bugs and issues on my device right now, I know there's plenty of issues out there. And that about brings it into this video. I'll keep you guys posted. If Apple does release another minor update to iOS 18.4, I'll make sure to update you guys with another video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.